Hi! It's Candyland! Yummy! Yum! Yum!
Mommy! Save me! Hello viewers, and beautiful boating depend beautiful here. How was your holiday? For mine, I've gotten a more powerful desktop computer. Well, as long as an Intel i3 processor and 8GB of RAM is considered powerful. But seriously, this is a major upgrade from the other two computers I have. You also might notice the different effects in the intro. This video is being edited with Cyberlink Power Director 14, which even with its many glaring faults is a colossal step up from my Windows Movie Maker days. However, this may be one of the only videos I make utilizing it as a serious editor, as I intend on migrating to HitFilm Express soon. Still, you all get a taste of slightly increased production values. With that said, time to present the target for today. Some prominent Speakonia figure called Straw Hat Pirate 1991 is back. Yes, overly detailed username, I know. This is a guy I can't stand too much content-wise, especially because he shoves his vendettas for certain internet cultures in every video. He also has a bit of a foot fetish too, so gross. Anywho, he did a list of 10 of the worst people of 2017, which shows off his biggest vendettas loudly. I had a tough choice on two videos to tackle made by the same person, but this one won because, well, it's nearing the end of the year. Worth noting that the original list was made back in September, yet quite early to jump to a year scale list. Anyways, I'll stop stalling now and get to the video at hand. 4:3 aspect ratio? What the hell year is this? 2007? Good to know I have better tools now so I can put this on a background like the interjections I make. Or I could stretch it, but because the aspect ratio changes here, I'm sticking with a background.
Hello, everybody.
Oh shit, it's Strawberry Head Kid with a Windows error icon on his hat. Seriously, is that just me? It looks like the Windows Red X icon.
I know it's a little early to do a video like this.
You're telling me? 3 goddamn months too soon.
First up on my little list is Daddy05.
I get that this is a relatively minor pet peeve, but your booing sound effect is the slightest bit too long. 9 seconds to be exact. If used only a few times, it would build up tension and might show that you hate them more than the others. Thing is, you use this sound effect for all 10 of the contenders untrimmed. I know your community can be a smidge too reliant on the past when this actually was seen as funny, but for me, it's repetitive as all hell. So yeah, I'll cut out all of the ever booing cues to make this as cohesive as I can.
What can I say about this channel that many other people probably haven't said about it already?
Nothing really. And I'm getting on you for not even trying. Strangely enough, this is one of the only explanations that isn't chock full of stupid. Okay, not completely, there's this part.
Cody Martin, if you're watching this video.
Why would Cody watch a rambling 26-year-old weeb with the mouth of a sailor discuss his former stepdad?
Next up is Michelle Carter. Michelle Carter is one of those people who, if they ever get out of prison, you would like to beat the fucking shit out of, if they ever walk in your neighborhood.
I know a bunch of people like that, usually those that are not in prison. Doing that, however, likely will give you and your community a bad name, or your neighborhood itself shuns you for your actions. Okay, I get that this is most likely a joke or something like that, but Speakonia, it's hard to tell. Also, he carries a lot of big biases, so I'm not too sure. As evident later.
Michelle Carter has been arrested for encouraging her boyfriend to kill himself and does absolutely nothing to stop it from happening. And what's her fucking sentence? 15 months in prison. 15 fucking months in prison. Are you fucking shitting me?
Yeah, we get that 15 months isn't that good of a prison sentence for online harassment of that scale. What do you propose then?
Who the fuck gives out a bogus sentence like that? Michelle Carter should be fucking executed.
What the shit? Execution? Are you out of your fucking mind, Straw Hat Pirate 1991? I get that the sentence should have been around twice as long, but believing she deserves the death penalty over some stalking and harassment is twisted and very questionable. Keep in mind that I personally don't have a positive view on the idea of the death penalty. Accepting serious acts of terrorism or too many repeat offenses, what good is the death penalty?
I'll bet the judge is either black, female, a beta male pussy, or all of the above and felt sorry for her, because Michelle Carter happens to be a fucking woman.
Yeah, I am such a savior by assuming the judge was a person I believe my opposition adores so much.
I can hear the feminists, SJWs and liberals crying right now. She's a fucking woman. How dare you make a rant on her, you fucking sexist pig.
Okay, so we get Vendetta number 1. This is probably the most frequently shown and harshest one given off. His skewed perspective on liberals and Democrats, insinuating all of them are social justice warrior and communist types. This kind of trait many people on the far right hold is the opposite of doing good for humanity.
I don't give a fuck if she's a woman or not. She should deserve either life in prison or the fucking death penalty. Fuck, life in prison is too much of a nice sentence for this fucking cow to get.
Remember, this is over offenses about online bullying of his former boyfriend. I don't think you get how the criminal justice system works.
And don't send me the fucking pictures of her crying those fake stupid ass crocodile tears.
Thanks for giving me an idea for a way to push your buttons there. Genius move.
What she deserves is to have her fucking hair ripped off and be anally fucked by every lesbian prisoner.
Dude, we get that you absolutely dread Michelle by this point. Move the fuck on.
Okay. I gotta calm down. Who do we have next on my list? Ho. How do I know this son of a bitch would be on my list of people I really want to go the fuck away?
What does that sentence mean? Oh, never mind, it was misplaced. Dude, look over the video before you render it. Either that or fix your grammar to make it sound correct in context. I mean, for God's sake, this is Speakonia. You can fix those issues easily.
Phantom Strider is one of these virtue-seeking dipshits that never shut the fuck up about cartoons.
You're lumping him right next to a bunch of people who actually did commit crimes. Feel entitled to your own opinions, but I have a serious disagreement with your inclusion of Phantom Strider, coming from a guy who thinks he is kind of a crap reviewer. We also introduce his second vendetta, so-called cartoon justice warriors. I know that a lot of people in the animation community, people like Baleskipum and all that, can take cartoons a little bit out of proportion and a little bit too seriously, but to an extent, I don't really think Phantom Strider is really worthy of being on here, especially since there have been worse, including Enter, mind you, who is mentioned, but is only an honorable mention somehow.
He's basically what would happen if the mysterious Mr. Enter and Watch Mojo having protected sex while drunk at the alley of New York City, and this would be their bastard son.
Sharing the same opinion doesn't mean ripping off of somebody else. He very well might think the same about things Enter's reviewed before. Now, I cannot deny he plays it too safe with his thoughts, rarely bringing up any new information or perspectives, but under the same umbrella, these may actually be his opinions on cartoons and all that.
On my channel, I may do Speakonia owned and Drew Pickles Goes to videos, but I also do reviews, Hitler downfall parodies, and YouTube poops.
Which are pretty much the same thing each time, just with different coats of paint.
This dick-brained retard, on the other hand, doesn't even try to be original.
Neither do you. Your style is so derivative of the rest of the Speakonia community, you just mesh in, even though you're in worse shape than most of the others in the batch.
Phantom Strider, do us all a great big favor and get the fuck off of YouTube, get the fuck out of your mother's basement, get an education, and get a fucking job.
Shmoov! Shmoov are actually a pretty good band actually, you should really check them out.
Oh, and did I mention that Phantom Strider is a raging Teen Titans Goat hater and a die-hard Sonic Boom fanboy?
Ooh boy, Vendetta number 3, Sonic Boom, both the TV show and the game. It's not too obvious in this countdown, but as of late, he's been calling anyone who likes Boom or Mania to be a fanboy of said game, or in Mania's case, he generalizes them as stereotypical Gen Xers. I really should knock down one of his stupid comment readings, which give it away much more. I'd be lying if I didn't have my biases towards Sonic, but nah.
In the words of the heavy weapons guy from Team Fortress 2, no big surprise.
You made this meme, didn't you?
And here's another asshole that deserves to be classified as one of the worst people to ever live. Meet Randy Stair, also known as Andrew Blaze. This fucking psychopath killed 4 people at a Weiss market and then killed himself.
Okay, we're back to deserving people on the list. What do you have to say about Randy?
And what is this all? Because Randy Stair is a rabid brony showing off his guns, and because of the fact that My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is an overrated piece of shit. presumably went fucking apeshit over the fact that there are people like me who hate My Little Pony friendship is magic, went on a shooting spree.
Boy, this is some CNN level misinformation. I've had to look into this topic myself, and the only connection to My Little Pony I could find was that he had it all over his wall. If anything, Danny Phantom, particularly the Ember Ghost squad he created, had much more influence than MLP ever did. This wasn't sparked from people who hated his Precious Pony show, but more off of real life incidents, particularly people he knew getting involved in car accidents around the same time. If you want a detailed video about the Randy Stair incident, check out Mr. Medicare's Internet Insanity episode on the guy.
I'm sorry, but I thought the Brennies are supposed to be loving and tolerant.
You're honestly expecting an internet community with such a cuddlesome group presence to not throw digital riots over people. That is literally an impossibility.
The My Little Pony friendship is magic fanbase is just like the Muslim terrorists and black supremacists, killing people over the stupidest things.
Take note of the buzz term he uses, black supremacist. Trust me, terms like this among many others appear in each candidate for the list preceding Randy.
I love how the liberal retards would falsely accuse guns, video games and the Confederate monuments as the source of shootings, but when a Brenny goes on a shooting spree, the liberals stay silent and nobody bothered to boycott MLP friendship is magic.
It's always the frickin' liberals, never anyone else. Oh, and what damage would the boycott do in the first place? Bearing in mind that there is little to no correlation with MLP with Randy himself, let alone his shooting. How is a boycott going to hurt sales that much? My Little Pony is very profitable and people are still gonna buy it, including those brony fucks you like to mention.
No, wait, I take that back. All of the SJW and Brennies praise this psychopath like a hero.
Every single damn one? Okay, right-wing BuzzFeed.
What the FUCKINGSHIT?
Did you forget to turn off your caps lock there, buddy?
If there's one news network that is considered to be the goddess of fake news.
You dumb bastard, the meme you're showing gave it away. And because his already clear grudge with CNN wasn't easy enough to guess, he proceeds to make more like nicknames for CNN. I am going to be playing the worst one he says here.
The liberal news network.
Implying that it is the only one. ABC, MSNBC, they're not liberal at all.